Since prom season is quickly approaching, I decided to put together a look using all drugstore makeup, and I'm starting out with my True Match foundation in W6, and I'm just dotting a ton of this all over my face, and I'm using my beauty blender to blend this in. And I know the foundation looks a little bit dark for my skin, but for some reason my neck and my chest are coming up really light on camera. My lighting is a little bit funny, but it does actually match me. Moving right onto the eyes, I'm going to start off with my Maybelline Color Tattoo in Inked in Pink, and I'm just going to apply this all over my lids. The star of this look is definitely this Comfort Zone palette by Wet n Wild. You can create so many looks with it. I'm going to start off using the brow bone color in the inner corner of my eye and taking it down into the tear duct area, and this is really just going to brighten that whole area up. Then I'm going to flip the brush over and take the eyelid shade and apply this to the rest of my lid. Since this palette doesn't have a matte shade, I'm going to be using my NYC Sunny Bronzer and apply this as a transition color. And I'm just going to blend this completely into my crease. Then taking the crease shade from the palette, I'm going to put this into my outer V area. And you could stop the look here if you want something that's not too smoky or intense, but we are going to actually add one more color over top of this. I'm using the definer shade in the palette to add a lot of smokiness and drama to the look. You could totally do without this step if you don't want something so smoky, but I think prom is a night where you can get away with having really smoky, sultry makeup, so I decided to add this in for those of you that did want something a little bit more dramatic. Taking that same dark brown shade with an angled brush, I'm going to stamp this on my upper lash line and use this in place of a gel liner. Gonna quickly finish up my other eye so we can move on to concealing and other parts of the face. Okay, so I'm just going to apply my favorite L'Oreal Telescopic mascara. To conceal my under eye area, I'm going to be using a brightening concealer, and this is the Rimmel Match Perfection, and I'm in the shade Light Medium. And I'm just going to use the brush applicator to apply this under my eyes, and then I'm going to use a small e.l.f. stipple brush to blend this in. To set my face, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. High Def Powder, and you want to make sure that you're blending this in really well so there's no white cast left over from this. But lately this has been my all-time favorite setting powder. Okay, moving on to the brows, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Brow Kit in medium, and I'm just using the powder side just to fill in my brows and accentuate the arch a bit. I'm going to be using my NYX blush in Natural, and I'm going to be using a cream blush as well as a powder blush, so the blush will last all night. when you layer the two, you get a better staying power. So I'm going to take my Maybelline blush in Wild Blossom, I believe, and I'm just going to apply this over the cream blush. Wow, I said blush a lot of times, and I'm just blending this out with an e.l.f. complexion brush. To highlight my cheekbones, I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild highlighter, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but I also use this on my brow bone as well. Then for the lips, I'm going to be using Wet n Wild 902C, and this is just a brownish nude, and I'm going to top an NYX Butter Gloss on top, and I'm not sure of the actual shade. I'll have all of the makeup down below so you can find it there. And then I have another option for the lip that I will show you in a sec, and the lighting is going to get a little bit funny. Here it is, and this is a Revlon Colorburst lipstick. Again, I'm not sure of the shade. This is just going to add a pop of color if you have more of a neutral dress and want to spice the makeup up a little bit. And again, I'm going to top this off with a NYX Butter Gloss. And that is the finished look, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Bye, everyone!